Oh, well, this is Trail 3, the west end of it, in Tippecanoe River, no, excuse me, Turkey Run State Park. And you can see all the beautiful ice formations up the cliffs and everything. And I don't know, I might walk up in there just to see what it looks like. But over here is a continuation of the trail that heads over to the west end of the park. And there's the cliffs on the other side, and there's Sugar Creek over there, partly frozen. So it's a pretty good flow to it though. But it's kind of pretty. I don't think I've been up there in a long time. I might go up there just for the heck of it and see what it looks like. Unfortunately, it has a bunch of ladders at the end of it, and I'm not sure I want to feel like climbing a bunch of ladders. This is actually my second attempt to hike here today. I started out in the beginning, and I could not keep my thumbs warm. So, I drove into Crawfordsville and picked up these gloves. They're Gore-Tex. They were normally $40. They were on sale for $29. And the sales girl had a coupon, so it made it down to like $25 total by the time I was done with everything. So I think that's a pretty good deal. There's not much wind here because the wind's out of the northeast right now. So anyway, let's go hike up through the canyon here for a while and then see what that looks like. Well, here we are going down through that canyon for Trail 3, and that is just, man, look at that thing. That is gorgeous. Kind of narrow through here. Definitely a lot of ice. So I have to watch my footing. Try to hike, try to walk on the part that's crunchy or on the logs. Okay. Wow, lots of trees have fallen in here over the years. I can see why. That is cool. Drips down onto there. Drips down onto there. And here, this whole wall over here is just a cascade. Wow. Look at that. Amazing. Oh, cool. Definitely cool looking. Oh, look at that. It's frozen all the way down through there. That is gorgeous. Wow. And all the way back down through there, where we just came from. Man, any place this water's weeping out of the rocks, it's frozen up here. I'm not sure how much further I want to go up here. One thing I'm concerned about is losing my GPS signal on my phone and not tracking my hike, or losing the signal and regaining it, whatever it's going to do. But yeah, this is pretty through here. You don't even realize this water is here all the time. You know, you imagine in the springtime. Of course, you see the ferns and everything that have all wilted in the cold, but they're still green. Yeah, that's quite a canyon here. Now I'm going to turn this off and see where we go. Okay, well, here we are at the end of this trail, because this is the as far as you can go kind of thing, you know. And there's some ladders here to get out of the canyon with. I think the sign there calls it Bear Hollow. You can look back down through and see all the ice formations, and the stream is frozen. But I want you to listen to this, because this giant waterfall that's frozen right here is talking. So underneath there is some running water. The canyon does kind of go up in through there a little bit, but it don't look like it's passable, especially with that tree in there. That might be something to explore sometime. I bet you can almost climb out that way and get up there to the trail where that guardrail is. So we're gonna do climbing then. So we're gonna climb out of here and see if we still got a GPS signal. Well, there's the end. That's the second ladder went up. But yeah, you could actually get through there if that tree wasn't in there. Actually, probably get there because the tree's in there. But I don't know, those stairs up through there, way up in there. I'm not going on those. Those are exhausting. And then here's where the water feeds in. Another little stairs right here, or another little ladder. You hear these cut into the rock here. It's all, steps are all ice, so we'll go up over and that way. But as you can see, here's our junction here. We've got 3, 9, and 5 all coming different directions here. 3 is what we just came up. And I think down that way is 9. But way off in the distance, I think, I remember how to do this. You know, I'm trying to do my telephoto and I can't remember how to do it. Anyway, there we go. Way off in the distance, up there is the end of those stairs. So it's a nightmare to hike up those things. So that's kind of cool here with the waterfall and the log here just kind of frozen in place. So looks like it's gonna be a little tricky to get over here to the ladder and up, so I'm gonna turn this off for now. Alrighty, we're out of the canyon on trail 3, and now we're just hiking up to the smaller and smaller little valley here. You can see behind me, you start getting higher and higher up and closer to the top of the hills up ahead there. But the stream here is still frozen and everything. It's about, I'd say somewhere in the upper teens right now. One thing that was interesting was without any wind, the canyon actually felt pretty darn warm. And I think it's probably because it does hold its temperature longer. I mean, you know, you go in the summertime and it's got to be at least 10 degrees colder down there. Well, I'm sure all that rock and everything holds its heat. And the ground is, you know, about 55 degrees most of the time. So it may be that the canyon was actually warmer than this area up here. Right now there's still not much wind, a little bit of sunshine finally. And actually the funny thing is now I'm down to the liner gloves. Without that wind, it's pretty good. But man, starting out I could not keep the thumbs warm. Had to go get those new gloves. And those work actually better without the liners now. They get trapped more air that way and doesn't compress it against the sides. One of the big tests today is this new Outdoor Research cathode hoodie that I got on as a insulating layer. Thinking about using it on the AT. It's very lightweight, very compressible, and right now I got it over top of the the Cap 4 quarter zip putty. This is kind of interesting. Take a look at this. Here's this stream here, which is just the cascade is frozen. I mean, it's just one giant sheet of ice that's just kind of like lava coming down here, going back to the stream down that way. So it's definitely, that's where the trail's supposed to be, but that definitely ain't where I'm gonna be going. So we'll cut across here, try to stay on some ice-free areas. Actually, we would even walk on the edge of it. Probably it's not gonna go anywhere. Go up ahead here. That's a little different story. We'll definitely have to stay into the leaves here. On the edge. This one so badly. Badly or goodly, so we don't look at it. Okay. Now we made it around the lava. Ice flow of lava. Anyway, the cathode has been doing pretty good. It's not the greatest in cold wind because it has these panels that are, if you look at the sleeves here, I mean it's kind of like windbreaker on the outside, but then there's this panel which is kind of like a fabric. Well, what I read about it was designed to be allow you to breathe when you're exerting, which is great. It's doing it. If the Cap 4 is wicking it away, and then this thing is letting it escape. Oh, it's pretty out today now. I'll be closer to 20 by now. Now you can see the stairs I gotta play with behind me here. So we'll go ahead and go up the stairs. And there's a landing someplace. We'll take a break halfway up before we get into the wind again. I just heard a very loud woodpecker, and I'm hoping he will do it again, because it was like somebody with a stick beating on a hollow log. There he goes. It's a pileated woodpecker. That's why it was so loud. Such a big bird. I don't think you can see him from there. But he's on that beach. You can hear him though. That is cool. There we go. Okay, now we're recording. Okay, this is Trail 3, and the canyon itself is Trail 3. I just took the high road up here that's been developed over years by people trying to hike this thing when it's too wet and they can't get through it, or too icy like it is now. But it sure is pretty down through there. But it was very, very treacherous for hiking on, because there's very few places to walk that aren't ice. And it feeds down into here, and we'll come down here and show you the steps here. This is the Devil's Punch Bowl. So we're coming out right here where Trail 4 and 3 come together. There's the Devil's Punch Bowl. Kind of a frosty punch bowl right now. You can hear the water. And you get down here, and there are these steps that are cut into the stone, laid here for people to go up. And I was just looking at them; they are ice covered completely. So it's a good thing I didn't go down there, because I'd be walking up, trying to get up these icy steps. And then there's Trail 3, continues on down the canyon that way, back to Sugar Creek. So we're going to go on Trail 4 instead, which kind of meanders through the upland here area, and doesn't go through any canyons or anything. And we'll see where that takes us. But, whoa! Ice under leaves. Okay, time to put the camera away and pay attention, because I still gotta get down these steps too. So, later. Well, here is the, oh, I just saw a bird down there. I startled a couple of them way down there. This is the Narrows Bridge at Turkey Run State Park. And as you can see, there's a lot of ice. And the creek is just pretty much at a standstill right here. On the surface, underneath it's flowing. As you can see, way down there some open water. And it's frozen pretty much over by the sandbar. But this is really cool looking. This ice here. Wind's picking up, so it's a little bit cold now. I'm not going to stand around here long. To cross the creek, cross the bridge, and then head down Trail 1 back to the suspension bridge. Okay, well here's a pretty view of the creek with the covered bridge and the ice, and a big old tree that's just hanging on to the edge of the water and the edge of the bank here. And then across there you can see the cliffs on the far side. You can't see all that kind of stuff in the summer. There's too many trees filled in. And there's part of Trail 4, the steps up and down, and some more cliffs over there. There's a couple of Canada geese sitting out there in the middle of the stream for safety. And yeah, it's just very pretty scene here. This is a really cool waterfall. This little stream right here comes from that waterfall up there. That is so cool. It's on Trail 2. You could actually see Trail 2 over there's railings, and up there I think it's called Gypsy Gulch is the name of the area. I'll back up here a little bit. There we go. But that is so cool. That is cool. Yeah, you can walk up across there, but I'm not gonna go all the way up in there. But I can guarantee you at the bottom is a huge pile of ice. It's pretty though.